I will be solving this problem in 3 different methods. Good day, viewers, you are welcome. Let's see how we've solved these functional equations using 3 different methods. And all the methods, they are very simple and clear. We are to find x. If f of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 31 and f of x equals 295. f of x is a composite function, okay, and we need to find x. Let's see method 1. Suppose from what we have at this side, if I take the inverse of this, we are going to have f of x equals f inverse of 295. After taking the inverse, if I come down here, I just say let f of x to be equals y. If f of x equals y, x will becomes f inverse of y. So from f of x, we have represented it as y. Y equals x squared minus 10x plus 31. Therefore, we want to make x the subject of the formula from this. But we are going to do something here because it's a quadratic. You can just reduce it to y equals, if you have x minus 5 squared, x minus 5 squared and adding plus 6 to it. This is still the same thing. Then let's take this 6 to this side. So by taking 6 here, we have x minus 5 raised to the power of 2 equals y minus 6. Then we have to take the square root of both sides. Taking the square root of both sides, we have x minus 5 equals minus plus the square root of y minus 6. Adding 5 to both sides, we have x equals 5 minus plus the square root of y minus 6. So at this stage, let's switch x and y here. So by switching x and y, we are going to have f of x equals 5 minus plus we are going to have f inverse the square root of x minus 6, because we let x to be f inverse of y before. So by changing this one to f inverse of y and later replace it with x, so it is what we have. But the f inverse of x has been given as, the x here is given as 295, and everything also equals f of x. So changing this one, we have f of x equals 5 minus plus the square root of, instead of x, we replace it with 295 minus 6. And 295 minus 6 equals 289, and square root of 289, that gives us 17. Therefore, f of x equals 5 minus plus 17. So this is what we have for f of x. But we still need to find x, and we have to separate this also, that f of x is 5 plus 17 and f of x equals 5 minus 17. So therefore, we have two things here. We are going to have minus 12 and 22. Minus 12 and 22, that is the value of f of x. And let's see how we get x itself. So these are the two values we got for f of x. Suppose I start from the first one. Instead of f of x, let's replace it with 22. So the first one becomes x squared minus 10x plus 31 equals 22. Then we have x squared minus 10x plus 31 minus 22, that gives us 9, equals 0. So we have a quadratic, and we try to factorize this. So here becomes x and this is also x in bracket equals 0. So the side here is minus 9 and the side here is minus 1. So this shows that our x equals 1, 9. Here is the value of x as 1 and as 9. If we consider the second one, we have for every f of x equals minus 12, we are going to have x squared minus 10x plus 31 equals minus 12. So then we take this one here. Here becomes x squared minus 10x plus 31 plus 12 equals 0. X squared minus 10x plus this 31 plus 12, that gives us 43 equals 0. But this gives us a complex solutions, so I don't need the complex value here. X defined on real number. So let's neglect this and see the second method of solving this problem. Let's see the second method. Here is the real functions. Suppose I introduce f to both sides. Let's call this method 2. If I introduce f to both sides, here becomes f of x equals, so here becomes f squared of x minus 10 f of x, and here is constant, we have it as plus 31. Then f of x has been given to be 295. So here we have f squared of x minus 10 f of x plus 31 equals 295. So by taking this to this side, we have f squared of x minus 10 f of x plus 31 minus 295 equals 0. Then we have f squared of x minus 10 f of x minus, so if you subtract 31 and this together, we are going to have 264 equals 0. So 264 is a number that is very, very big, but so let's see what we can do to this. If we multiply 12 and 22 together, we get 264. Then what we just do is we apply the factorization method because it is factorizable. So factorizing this, we are going to have f of x, then minus 22 in bracket, open bracket, f of x plus 12 equals 0. So I did this looking at all the factors of this, but the factor that satisfy this are 22 and 12. So that's how I got this. Then after getting this, we are going to have f of x equals 22 and f of x equals 12. So since we have gotten this, we just take it back to f of x as we did in the first method, and we get the same answer. Let's see method 3. For method 3, this is the most simplest of the method I've applied from the beginning. So this method 3, if you start from here, we have f of x. So just like we replace it as x minus 5 squared plus 6. Then if you consider inserting this in other functions, which is, let's say we have f of x. That is, everything here has become x. As if you want to reintroduce it, every single where we see x here, we replace it with the whole of this. Therefore, this becomes the x that we need here is now everything, which is x minus 5 raised to power of 2 plus 6. This is for only this x. Then everything in bracket minus 5. Alright, then all raised to power of 2 plus 6. So this is what we have. And f of x is given as 295. And for this, we have x minus 5 raised to power of 2 plus 6 minus 1, that is 1. Then all raised to power of 2 plus 6 equals 295. And by taking 6 to other side, we have x minus 5 raised to power of 2 plus 1 raised to power of 2 equals, subtracting this, we have 289. By taking the square root of both sides, so this cancelled, and we have x minus 5 raised to power of 2 plus 1 equals, this is minus and plus 17. And we take the square root of it. Then if you take 1 here, we have x minus 5 raised to power 2 equals 1 minus 1, then minus plus 17. So these are two things involved here. Either we say x minus 5 raised to power of 2 equals minus 1 minus 17, or the other way around. So which is x minus 5 raised to power of 2 equals minus 1 plus 17. But looking at this, it gives us a complex number. We are going to reject that one. So let's focus more on the second one here. Here becomes x minus 5 raised to power 2 equals minus 1 plus 17, that is 16. Then we take the square root of both sides. Taking the square root of both sides, we have x minus 5 equals minus plus 4. And by taking 5 to other side, x equals 5 minus plus 4, where the result of this gives us 9,1, as we got from the beginning. So this is just simple as this method is. I think it is the best method of all the three methods. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.